Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
So we're having a look at the Old Forester 1920 Prohibition Style.
Alright, so first, before we actually get into the review, we have to say a massive thank you to Roy Jackson, one of our subscribers. He got it in America, brought it back for us. This is his daily sipper, and boy oh boy, was that a good choice, Roy. Jesus, you've made a good one. We needed, like, after this, we're putting it away for a while because we're gonna, one, we can't seem to get it here, and but two, we don't want to just finish it.
We got it yesterday.
So quickly.
Yes.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It was a really good choice, Roy, so thank you very much. But yeah, so Old Forester, Brown Foreman Distillery. They are one of only like 5 distilleries granted, like the ability to distill whiskey for medical purposes during Prohibition time in the 1920s. So this is their, Prohibition style, what they were producing when they were allowed to. Well, they're always allowed to now, but when no one else was. This is 57.5%.
So it's up there.
It's a kick, it's not light. My mum tasted it today. She was like, oh, we were having lunch. She was like, I want to try that. She was like, she couldn't even breathe. She like took a sniff and she was like, and like fell back and thought it was like paint stripper.
It does jump out the glass, this one.
Oh yeah.
It's very upfront with this alcohol.
It's so dark and rich.
It's like a fruitcake, a Christmas fruitcake,
but with like dark chocolate and like it's almost like rummy, like a rum cake or something. So the mash bill's 72% corn, 18 rye, and then I guess 10% malted barley.
So it's 18% rye.
Yeah.
I am getting that rye spice.
There's definitely like the rye spice is present in it. But it's so dark. Like everything about this is dark. It's like mahogany smelling. Like it's like how you imagine like old, like oiled desks from 200 years ago with like leather, kind of. I don't know. It smells like an old Churchill library kind of thing, or
I'm getting
with a ton of sweetness. Yeah.
Like how they with their feed
it's
they
like
the hay, the molasses.
The molasses,
Yeah,
molasses. It's like I've got family in the country that have horses and stuff. I remember pouring like a bit of the molasses in with the hay before you give it to them. It's just this, like, I don't know, like so immensely caramelized sugar. It's the point where it's like burnt but still syrup or kind of
stuff. It doesn't sound very nice, but it smells like horse feed. Like literally when you feed a horse, like hay, molasses, like the fibers, the sugars, and all that kind of stuff they put in there.
It smells so good. Dark chocolate, like rich cocoa.
Yes.
It's oh my god. It's like the really like rich stouts that you get that like taste like coffee and chocolate. It's just like the stout. It's like a stout version of a whiskey. Like I'm getting like all of those same like flavors, like the molasses and the coffee and the dark chocolate.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just jumped out of the glass at me again.
So this goes for 125 maybe? 125 Australian dollars.
Yeah.
Can only find it on Nick's, but it's sold out.
And it's always sold out. So like, even though you are meant to be able to get it over here, the frequency in which that they stock it is like, I've never seen it stocked on there, and I've been looking for years. So the fact that Roy brought it over for us is like,
it's amazing.
It's really good. Like we I don't know when the hell or if we would have been able to actually get our hands on it otherwise.
Probably when we go to America would be the only time.
Yeah, but when the hell will that be? So either way, it's a massive favor. So appreciate that a ton. And you've got damn good taste, Roy. It's so good.
I mean, you've probably watched us that we like high proof bourbon.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but like he was like, oh, we couldn't get a couple of these other ones I had in mind, but this, it's like my
this one's
daily
daily
sipper. And yeah, hell of a choice for a daily sipper.
Oh my god. Takes you for a ride.
Oh yeah, that kicks you out. It tastes hotter than 57.
Yeah, it does. It tastes like a 60-ish.
Yeah.
But those sweet sugars, molasses, they really stand out.
Yeah.
And those like the dark fruits, plums, raisins, they really hold their own.
That's so good.
Do get a cherry bomb on the palate though.
But it's like it's not like a fruit cherry. It's more like I'm getting like an amaretto kind of the amaretto cherry flavor in the background there. It's so good though. It's like this is like one of my favorite bourbons. I reckon we'll have to put this in a top bourbon
5,
video because this is like seriously blowing me away.
Pretty impressive,
really
considering
nice.
it's our second night with it, and it's just, we're just so impressed by it.
But we also need to get rid of it, and well, not get rid of it, and like put it away because we're gonna like clean through it way too quickly. And I don't want to do that because it's gonna be hard to come by again. So I want to be able to have it there in the future, not just like have it completely drained too quickly. But yeah, no, amazing taste, amazing nose as well. It's just. The finish is still going. It's like this strong, like it's that heat that just coats everything, like hot kind of toffee.
Yeah.
Like when someone's like cooking candy, like you know when they like got it bubbling away. You see like Instagram videos and it's like them cooking. It's like before it's like they roll it out onto a table, and like stretch it and stuff like that. But you see it like bubbling away and it's like thick and it just like coats everything. That's how it is around your mouth.
What are we talking about?
I don't know, like
candy or something.
Yeah, like when they're like boiling caramel or something like that. Yeah. You can see like the...
Well, I mean, that's what I was going to say. Go back to the nose. Think candied apple.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
That's what I'm
brown
getting.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, juicy apple.
It's very sweet, but it's a dry whiskey. Kind of...
It's sweet in the first 50%, the other 50% drops off to dry. The sweetness is not too sweet at all though. Like it's so...
coriander on the palate. At the very end.
Cilantro first. Cilantro. You
a very weird herbal note I just got at the end.
I'm not getting that.
Yeah, I'm getting on the nose as well.
I'm not getting that. I'm kind of glad I'm not getting it.
I like how this develops as well.
Yeah.
It's not like a simple...
It gets surprisingly darker and sweeter. Like it just becomes more...
I really appreciate whiskies that they like develop over time. They don't just... You pour it in and that's it. I like the ones that just gradually develop.
Yeah. I have to say this would kick ass in the wintertime. Like this would be so good.
Yeah, you know that winter bourbon we made?
Yeah.
I reckon this would be... This would top Booker's.
Yeah, I was about to say it knocks Booker's off, like I reckon. It's like does what Booker's does, but like in a... Well, not quite. Booker's much higher rye tasting.
Yeah.
I think
it's more spicy.
And spicy and dry. So they're very different, but like... Yeah, they're both very high proof, very like kick you around, strong flavoured bourbons. This one is preferable for me. It's sweeter and darker and richer for me.
For me, it's like a rare breed that turned up in more sweetness, more brown sweetness.
Less like cherry, more dark brown.
I reckon it's still got that cherry.
It's a different cherry for me. Like that's like a cherry bomb. This is more like got that amaretto cherry, and it's like darker for me. But I don't know.
I'm getting olives on there now.
Are you getting coriander and olives and just...
No, they're like a pleasant... Because I like those kinds of
things. No, it's still just weird things to get. Yeah,
I think
I'm getting like Nutri-Grain, like that. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, like a sweet cereal.
Yeah, but not like malt as in like Scotch malt. It's like a completely different thing.
Yeah, Nutri-Grain actually hits it on the head, yeah. They even have Nutri-Grain.
I think so.
Like Kellogg's thing, so surely better.
I was about to... Oh, maybe I'm just smelling. I was about to say I'm getting that mad like strong vanilla buttered popcorn that our candle smells like, the one we have downstairs, but it might just be the candle.
Oh yeah.
It might just be the candle, but I'm seriously like smelling it all of a sudden. It's like that sickly vanilla, like burnt butter.
I'm getting a...
I think it's just the candle. I think I got a whiff because it's kind of going now.
I'm getting more like a natural vanilla, like a vanilla bean in the pod still. The more you go back, the more... I don't know why I did that. The more sweetness, it's more like the brown sugar, the vanilla, there's even caramel in it.
It's so good.
There's just so much sweetness, but it's so cohesive as well. It's not overpowering, like a white caster sugar. What was the one that we did the other day that was just caster sugar?
Yeah, it was just like really kind of simplistically sweet. It was like actual just sugar syrup.
This one is just like really cohesive and it's like deep.
Yeah.
It's like got depth.
It's developed sweetness, like from specific notes, not just like sweet in general. We should probably wrap this one out before we just start. We're probably already repeating ourselves, but just like continuously just like going on about it. Again, a massive thank you to Roy for sending this over. You did not need to do it, but you went out of your way, and that we're appreciative of in itself, but also because you picked an absolute banger of a whiskey to send for our first ever donation. If anyone has something that they want to see us try that they know that we just can't get hold of, feel free to contact us. We'd love to get in touch.
Emails in the...
We'd like to exchange a whiskey, swap one for one, catch up for a drink even. But otherwise, if you enjoyed this episode of Everything Whiskey, leave us a like, and to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. We'll see you next one.
Cheers.